Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is for Algebra 2B. This is your test coming up for 7374. All right. You can find this on your share drive, which I'm guessing you already know because you found this video. But let's get rolling here. We're just going to do direct substitution for f of x, which is 5x minus 2. And I'm going to subtract my g of x, which is 6x to the half. Okay, so if I go ahead and put this in standard form, pretty much just rewrite it in order. I would accept what's up top, but the bottom one is in better form. So moving on to 2. There's my g of x times my f of x, which is 5x minus 2. I'm going to distribute in. Okay, I need to distribute in my 6x to the half into both of these. So 6 times 5 is 30. I have a half plus 1, which is 3 halves. And rewrite my minus sign from here. 6 times 2 is 12, and I rewrite the x to the half. That's definitely where you would stop for 2. 3, we rewrite exactly what it says. 5x minus 2 divided by 6x to the half. And that's that. All right, as far as domain goes for number 1, remember this is minus 6 square root of x. That's our only restriction on x. We cannot do no square root of a negative number. And we cannot divide by 0. So this one, there is no division, but we cannot take the square root of a negative number. So that means x has to be 0 or bigger. So to say that, we would say we're between 0 and infinity. As far as number 5 goes, now look, in 5, we're actually just doing this guy. So we can't take the square root of a negative again. So we need to know when 2x plus 6 is at a minimum of 0 or larger. So we're going to solve this for x, divided by 2. It looks like when x is greater than or equal to negative 3, we will have an answer. So that would be from negative 3 up to infinity. Number 6, cannot divide by 0. That's this one. So I need to know when 3x plus 7 plus 8 would be 0 because that's the one number that won't work. So basically, 7 plus 8 is 15. So I get 3x equals negative 15. And then divide by 3. X is going to be equal to negative 5. So that means x can be anything from negative infinity up to negative 5. And from negative 5 to infinity. So that basically says everything but negative 5 will work. And expect the test to have the same guide, same location. That's why we have a review sheet, so you know what to expect and when. Doesn't mean that you don't have to read directions or understand exactly what the question's asking of you. You still have to do that. But usually a review sheet's to prepare you for exactly what you're going to be dealing with. Now in 7, we're doing compositions. So I'm going to rewrite f here. So that would be 7 blank plus 4. In that blank, we're going to put the g of x. So my g of x is going to go in my blank, which is x squared plus 3. So to finish this up, I distribute the 7 in, get the following, and then add my 21 and 4 to get 25. All right? Now, next guy. G is what I start with, so I got blank squared plus 3. F of x is going inside the g. So f of x will be in here, which would be 7x plus 4. So really what I'm doing here is 7x plus 4 times 7x plus 4 plus 3 on the end. So I need to do what's in here first. So let's FOIL. 49x squared, that's this one. That would be 28x. This will be 28x. And this would be 16. Don't forget that plus 3 on the end. So our final answer is 49x squared plus 56x plus 19. And there you go. All right, starting with my g. Blank squared plus 3. Now inside, I have another g. So I'm going to put in x squared plus 3. So we're looking at x squared plus 3 times x squared plus 3, and then this plus 3 on the outside. So let's go ahead and FOIL here. I got x to the 4th plus 3x squared plus 3x squared plus 9 plus 3. This one's just rewritten on the end. So combine like terms, x to the 4th plus 6x squared plus 12. Okay, and that's it for compositions. The next part of the test is going to deal with inverses. So your inverses here at the bottom of the page or at the top of mine, the 10 and 11 are inverse problems. So we're going to just go ahead and put y in, and then I'm going to switch x and y. And I'm basically going to get y by itself. So this is x plus 1 equals 2y. We divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. Sorry about my last 2 there. So this is going to be y equals a half x plus a half. There's your inverse. As far as number 11 goes, y is already here, so I just go ahead and switch my x and y. I'm going to add 5 over, get y over 7. Multiply by 7, multiply by 7. So y is equal to 7x plus 35. Okay? And there you go for 11. Moving down to 12, 13, 14. Okay, we'll do 12 and 13 on this screen. So starting with 12, still finding the inverse. So let's go ahead and switch our x and y. And now I'm going to multiply both sides by 3 to get rid of this 1/3, because 3 times 1/3 is 1y, and this will be 3x minus 15. Okay? And then 13, we're checking to see if these two functions are inverses. So, easiest way, let's just go ahead and solve for the inverse of either one. I'm picking the first one. So I'm going to subtract 4 over, and then I'm going to divide by 2. So I got y equals a half x minus 2. Okay, now I compare this to this. Do they match? No, they do not, because this minus is different than this plus. So that's how I would test to see if they're inverses. Moving right along, we got one more problem here at the bottom. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to switch my x and y, and I'm just going to go ahead and figure out what my inverse should be. So this is x minus 8 equals 3y. I'm going to divide everybody by 3. So y will equal 1/3 x minus 8/3. And you can see, I'm going to compare these two. Yep, they are the same. So that is your test. I hope you're ready to go tomorrow. If you have questions, email me, see me. Should have time in class to ask questions. But you know where I'm at. Fire away, okay guys? I'll see you tomorrow. Good luck.